And I know Somali brothers that are dear to me that have had this issue. When it comes to marriage, Hawiya can't get married to Ishaqi.
Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Yeah,
never heard of
listen.
it. See, you are telling me about myself now.
Yeah, brother, I'm telling you about my people that I know that are close to me that have gone through this prejudice.
But those are your people.
Brother, if you're saying you don't know about it,
no, those are your people, not brother, my people.
I'm saying, do you know about this or not?
I've never heard of what you're talking about. You've never heard of it.
You've never heard that a family from one tribe in Somalia has denied another one marriage based on their tribe.
Never heard of it.
You're a liar.
Never.
I would say, wallahi, I never accuse people of bad things. But if you saying that, either you've lived in a hole for the last 40 years, my friend, or you're lying.
You're coming and telling me about my people.
I'm telling you about your people. I'm saying wallahi.
No,
if you want next, then over then leave. Wallahi, I stand in front of the camera, brother. Wallahi, brother, sorry.
You're not wrong.
Brother, I'll come. Listen, my brothers, Mahmoud. Do you know how many? Don't tell me, bro.
Ask any other Somali brother. It happened everywhere, brother.
I will show you.
It happened in Saudi Arabia. It happened in Egypt. It happened in every country. Some people wouldn't accept another race or another tribe or another color or another. It happened everywhere. So if he denied in Somali, he's wrong.
Can't take over everything.
They have to empower themselves first. They must take ownership of themselves, of their field, of their destiny, instead of someone else doing it for them. Otherwise, we've been here 60 years ago, 100 years ago, it will be back again. 50, 100 years ago, it will be in the same place.
So what is your disagreement with the brother speaking? Because they obviously walked off quite upset. What was your disagreement that made him walk off?
My disagreement, the company is on here. My disagreement is, he's grown up in this environment. It is impersonal, it is atomized, it's very individualistic, Environment he was working is a work environment, it is a formal environment, there are formal channels, and I cannot understand why he cannot harden himself and learn and adapt himself to the environment. Why is he expecting a woman, just because she's of the same faith as him, to help him out?
Here's what he's saying, right? Is this, if he's saying he can express himself better than me, but he's saying that there's issues going on in collective Muslim communities, and in those collective Muslim communities, the people from the people from Somalia, Nigeria, Niger, Chad, these darker toned people who they're called sub-Saharan Africans, whatever, right? Those people are being mistreated, and no one is speaking about or even trying to sort it out. So when he tries to speak in favour of trying to do that, he's getting a backlash from everyone saying, don't speak this way. And he might even say that this jump from the shadows and say, leave Islam out of it when he was talking about Islam as part of it. As in, when he's actually trying to be something constructive and talk about black people mistreated amongst Muslim groups, for you to jump in, the first thing you say is, Islam is free from this. Well, we all know that, don't we? I mean, that's a given, isn't it, really?
It's not we.
Do you agree with that concept?
No, I disagree with it.
So you disagree that Islam is free from this?
Yes. Islam is free from it.
So because we know this, if we keep repeating it, it's kind of like a waste of the story.
It's not we. I don't know what you know. You don't know what I know.
Why are you arguing on that point? No one's arguing about Islam being racist. He never said that. The brother never said that. I'm not saying that. No one's saying that. We're saying Muslims. Exactly, Muslims. Muslims are not Islam. Islam is in the book. It is theological. Yes. If Muslims either implement that, either they implement it or they don't. The way of life doesn't become a man that comes out of the Quran and starts living and walking. What is your issue
with black Muslim per se?
We're not talking about black Muslims. We're talking about, brother, his angle is, black Muslims should help themselves. The brother's angle is, black Muslims, get scrutiny, and they are demonized and they get discrimination by way of other Muslims, People testifying and saying that they're the flag bearers, of this system, this deen, this way of life that we say is perfect. By them saying that, they do a discredit and a dishonor to Islam, when there is clear guidelines and rhetoric which is anti-racist or anti-prejudice, and by declaring that you are following Islam, yet not actually following Islam, you're giving someone a wrong view of Islam and turning people away from it. Now, you're saying, oh, Muslims is personal. What you should be saying is, actually, the Messenger of Allah forbade this sort of behavior. That's what you should be saying. As a Muslim, you should be ordering the good and prohibiting the evil.
goes
Not
without
saying this,
saying.
not deflecting and saying it's a general issue.
It goes without saying.
Brother, it doesn't go without saying because
Goes
we have
without
racist
saying.
Muslims. So you can't say it goes without saying.
Those who are racist, that is their problem.
Brother,
why should it be my problem?
You are doing exactly what I said to you you shouldn't do.
No.
You're deflecting. You're saying it's not my problem. It is your problem.
It is their problem,
Brother,
not
it's
mine.
your problem.
I'm not a racist
Brother,
towards black
you
and
from-
white.
you-
So why should I take on
Brother,
the problems of someone else?
You're from Somalia?
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what tribe are you?
It's got nothing to do with you.
Right. See, deflection, brother.
The problem is,
I'll just
that
okay.
it's my
clear.
tribe. Why
Okay,
has it got to
fine.
do with you?
Like I was saying to the brother off camera, yeah. It's and I know Somali brothers that are dear to me that had this issue. When it comes to marriage, Hawiyah can't get married to Ishaqi.
Never had of it. Never
don't
had
want
of it.
Midgan. Yeah, brother.
Never had of
listen.
it. See, you are telling me about myself now.
Yeah, brother, I'm telling you about my people that I know that are close to me that have gone through this prejudice.
those
And
are
if
your
you're,
people.
brother, if you're saying you don't know about it,
No, those are your
then
people,
you're,
not
brother,
my people.
I'm saying, do you know about this or not?
I've never heard of what you're talking about. I've never heard of it.
You've never heard
Never
that
heard
a
of
family,
it.
from
Never.
one tribe in Somalia has denied another one marriage based on their tribe.
Never heard of it.
You're a liar.
Never.
I would
are
say,
right.
wallahi, I never accuse people of bad things. But if you saying that, yeah, either you've lived in a hole for the last 40 years,
My friend,
or you're lying.
You're coming and telling me about
Wallahi,
my people.
I'm telling you
You're
about your
saying,
people.
wallahi,
I'm saying wallahi.
No, that's
if you
not-
want
that's
next,
not-
they're
that's
over
not-
then
that's not-
they leave. Wallahi, I stand in front of the camera, brother. Wallahi, brother, sorry.
You're not wrong.
Brother, I'll come. Listen, my brothers, Mahmoud. Do you know how many? Don't tell me, bro.
Ask any Somali. Ask any other Somali brother. It happened everywhere, brother.
I will show you.
It happened in Saudi
I will show
Arabia.
you
It happened in
forums
Egypt. It happened in every country. Some people wouldn't accept another race or another tribe or another color or another. It happened everywhere. So if he denied in Somali, he's wrong. Because it happened. I tell you, in Egypt it happened. It happened in Saudi. It happened in Pakistani. It happened everywhere. So if he's fair, he say yes, it happened. But to deny it completely, he's wrong.
Person, I know, and I don't even want to go into it. I know someone, yeah, who went through a marriage process, and he was trying to marry a Kurdish sister. Imagine, yeah, the Kurdish sister, her older sister, had been honor killed. She'd been honor killed, yeah, and stuffed in a suitcase, yeah, in Birmingham. Not for marrying even outside of her country, just for the sake that she married outside of her tribe.
Of a race,
Yeah, another Kurdish man from another tribe. So imagine me or another black brother trying to come through, yeah, and ask on the basis of religion, on the basis of some sort of religious relationship, some community spirit that we should have. And a man looks at you and says, "You got too much melanin in your skin. Get out from here. You're a monkey. You're like all these sort of negative." Brother, it gets me. That attitude there, yeah. Because I will always listen to someone try and give their point of view. Some people live in a way of life where they haven't experienced certain discrimination. But when there's discrimination that is clear, laid out, and you're gonna tell me, brother, as a senior and someone who demands respect, brother, you don't get no respect from me, bro. It's bait. When I ask you, you don't want to tell me your tribe because you know. Why are you hesitant to tell me what tribe you're from? Yeah, you should. I'll tell you now, bro. I'm Ashanti. You see in Ghana, yeah? Ashanti man have beef with a fancy man. I'm not saying it's something, but I'll say to you, amongst us, yeah, we have tribalism is the oldest sort of. Yeah, I think it's a disease amongst us. It doesn't allow us to a certain extent as well. Cultures are always good, yeah, insofar as they don't cause infighting. But these people, these are the problem. This is why racism won't leave our ummah, because people are gonna stand here and say there ain't no racism. But you are the biggest part of the problem. He's gonna have a son, or he might have children, yeah, that have gone through that discrimination that I'm talking about. But because he wants to stand in front of a camera and win an argument, he's gonna deny it, bro. That's later.
The Prophet ﷺ said, "إن جاءكم من ترضون دينه وحسن خلقه فزوجوه." If someone come to you and you accept his manners, give him the woman.
I want to get the brother back in front of the camera, brother. To be honest, I want to get the brother back in front of the camera. Let me. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
there.
The first one, where is he? With the hat.
Oh, the first one, you're getting back because he was quite upset. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes when you try to fix things, you get certain people. They don't want to. They're more about taking the conversation somewhere else. You can't really fix things in that sense. So I don't know. Absolutely crazy. I can't say. I'm just the media man. I can't really say much here. Where is he? Is he gone?
Brother, in Egypt, north of Egypt, wouldn't allow people to marry from the south. Upper Egypt.
Why is that? Why is that?
They're stupid, ignorant.
But what is wrong with the ones at the south? What's wrong with
The south are full Saidi, very stubborn mind, very strict. And the north are more, I don't know what to call it, like relaxed. So they will never accept that, and this not accept that. But this is not in Islam. It's not color. They are both of them maybe same color, but south against north. And happen in Saudi Arabia, tribes, if you're Asiri or Ghamdi or whatever, who are you? So it exists. When there's a problem, we have to acknowledge it and face it, but not to put under carpet. If you say Somali are not all of them perfect, no, I don't accept that. No nationality is perfect. No religion is perfect. There's some, and you have to face it.
Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a history going on here, this back and forth and tribe and so forth. But I'm very careful with my message, right? If you're at the bottom, you can't control what the top is doing. So you have to focus on yourself at the bottom and build up. That's just basic collective, strategy. That's what it is. So I mean, I don't know where the brothers are going. Obviously, people got heated and walked away.
Isa want to bring the Somali.
Nah, he's coming back still.
Yeah.
I was hesitant, to come on camera, because I don't like to show. I don't like to show other communities inside fighting. Yeah, I come from the generation of you sort things inside.
I agree.
Yeah, before you bring it out. Yeah.
But I don't think you can. I don't think if you don't make this kind of step now, it's going to carry on. You know what I'm saying? But you see, when you first met me, I was very consistent. The key has to come from the people who are mistreated or feel mistreated, collectively come together to better the experience, because it's not going to come from the top coming down. It never has. There's no history where that's happened. If you can show me that history, and I go, okay, let's go for that model. But it's never happened.
If I'm to accept that though, that would be me accepting the fact that the masses, because the black, I don't know how much the majority or the percentage of blacks are in Islam, but that's for me to say that's for me to lose hope in my brothers, that they can understand or fathom the fact that they should not be racially prejudiced and implement systems against their fellow black brothers.
You're from the Muslim collective. I understand that you're tied there and it's beautiful and you love it, but this same thing I see in every single culture, no matter what it is, no matter what religion, no matter what it is, it's this kind of psychological conditioning to ignore the darker skinned people and not include them. And to me, I'm not even saying it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying that once you realize it, that those people have to come together to better themselves. And we can't use religion and other stuff to divide us because the others are not doing it. You see? That's why I come to you, whether you're Christian, Muslim, atheist, it doesn't bother me. As long as you want to be constructive.
Salam alaikum.
He was back.
Alright, listen, I walked away because I found myself becoming frustrated, and in the space of Speaker's Corner, it is very, very important that the Muslim acts as an ambassador for the Deen of Islam. Yeah? And if I'm here to invite people to the Deen of Islam, I must do it first with my behavior. First and foremost. Yeah? So I'm not gonna embarrass myself, because in this moment in time I am an ambassador of the Deen of Islam. And if I embarrass myself, I will embarrass the Deen of Islam. I'm not here to do that. Yeah, that's why I walked away. So I don't want anyone to say, oh, you're running away, or you let the older bully you, or anything like that. I walked away because that is a sensible thing to do in that moment. Yeah, in that moment that was the right thing to do. Now, I've had many conversations in this park today about the subject of racism amongst the Muslims. Yeah, not racism in the deen, because there is zero racism amongst the Quran and the Sunnah. But the Muslim, the mechanic, the butcher, the teacher, the policeman, the sheikh, the malik, the emir, the sultan that came before the emir, the Muslim, the man, he is deeply racist. Deeply, and I say man specifically, because our sisters are far more sensible than us, especially the Somali sister. God bless the Somali sister. Yeah, because when I went to those protests about Libya, yeah, I did not see one of my Somali brothers, not one. I did not see any brother from Nigeria, not one. No brother from Sudan, not one. But the sister, I saw a hell of sisters, yeah, because those sisters, they're better than us. You know why? Because not only do they carry the weight of this, yeah, and I say weight, yeah, because it's actually heavy on our skin. And it's heavy on our skin because it's not black, it's not brown, it's gold. It's a 24 carat gold, yeah, and it weighs heavy on our skin, yeah. And if you don't feel that weight, you are simply not qualified to speak upon the subject of racism amongst the Muslim Ummah. Simple as. Now our sister not only feels the weight of that gold, but she also feels the weight of the hijab. Yeah? So I have a privilege over her because I don't have to wear the hijab. And in this society, unfortunately, that is a privilege. However disgusted I may feel about that, however much I may turn my stomach, in this society, if the sister doesn't cover her hair, if the sister wears a miniskirt, if the sister wants to assimilate within British culture and Western society and Western standards of beauty, etc., she is going to have an easier time in life than the sister that stays true to the deen of Islam. And this, my dear brothers and sisters, this is our test. This is our test in this world. Wallahi, that's the reality of it. And the the Arab Muslim, the Bengali Muslim, the Pakistani, the Indonesian and so on, they don't understand this test because they don't face these discriminations. No, listen, I have plenty of Pakistani friends in school, yeah? My school was like 60% Asian. And my Pakistani friend never got told like me that you're gonna end up working in McDonald's. And I got told that every day. Every day I got told that, right? My Asian friend never got stopped and searched by the police like I did. Yeah? Bro, the first time I got stopped and searched by the police, I was 12 years old. I was 12 years old and a policeman wants to put his fingers down my throat. He wants to put his fingers in my mouth, not with no glove. Yeah, because he saw a little black kid blowing into his hands because it was cold, and in his head he saw drug mule. He saw drug dealer. Yeah, and this act of me blowing into my hands, to him I was taking the drugs out of my mouth to give it to the homeless man who was walking towards me at the same time. So what does he do? He slams me against the wall as a 12-year-old and he puts his fingers down my mouth. Yeah? You know, I can tell you about the sheikh that I had in Duxi in the Quran lesson. Yeah? The Pakistani sheikh that I had in Duxi, yeah? The Pakistani sheikh who, when we were in Salat, yeah, and we were going into sujood, listen, this is a bad story to tell. This is not like...
rather than focus on the stories, yeah.
I have to tell the story, please, I have to tell the story. This sheikh, I don't know how to describe it. Basically, he had like what I believe to be testicular cancer in it. He had like deformed. He had like you know what I mean. That area of his body was like, you know what I mean, enlarged. Yeah. Yeah. So basically, when we were going to sujood, the little Pakistani boy who was sitting next to me, he clocked it. Even though we all clocked it, but he clocked it when we were going to sujood, and he couldn't help it, but he laughed. He was like 8 years old. He cracked up laughing. He cracked up laughing because he couldn't help it. Now the sheikh did not say Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. He did not exit prayer. He got up and he punched me. He punched me, not slapped me. He punched me in the back of my head and I was 14 years old. Wallahi. Yeah? And I'm telling you, that happened to me because of what I look like. And I'm not crazy to say that.
So I'm saying, what are the solutions then?
First and foremost, understand there is a problem. Understand there is a disease. And it's deep in the Muslim Ummah. First and foremost. Secondly, you go to the antidote. You go to the medicine, which is the Quran and the Sunnah, and you apply it. You apply it by actioning the Quran and the Sunnah. Simple. You know what I mean? This is not rocket science, Isa, bro. This is not rocket science, my dear brothers and sisters. This is not rocket science.
Well, now I'm a tangiblist, right? So I'm saying that telling people who are actually Muslim and read the Quran to read it more thoroughly.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying read it.
You
They
have-
know it. They know it. I'm
Of
saying
course.
action it.
Yeah, so what I'm saying
Action
what
it.
is what
Do
do
they
you
actually know it though?
Bro, listen, you're right. A lot of Muslims don't know the deen. You're right, and that's a massive problem amongst the Muslims. Yeah, but
A lot of people can't even read the Quran in the
Nah,
language.
but in Arabia they do, in Saudi they do, yeah. And I'm saying the soldier that called me Abaid in the house of God, I know he does. Yeah, I know he does.
You
So
know,
I'm-
you think because he's a soldier in the house of Allah, so you think that he's knowledgeable, brother.
In Saudi Arabia.
There's people that have lived outside the haram all their lives and never prayed one salah in that masjid.
in that masjid, but they pray salat.
They never prayed no salah.
If
If your masjid, the nearest masjid is Masjid Haram, you're not going to go to the little
Meanwhile,
one down the
while
corner.
you want them to read it more thoroughly, what are you guys doing?
It's not even reading more thoroughly. What we need to
action,
do,
that comes from there.
so we need to establish certain sort of strategies where we send people into the communities to remedy this, similar to what's happening in Gang. Yeah, there are a lot of notable speakers here that will stand on the pulpits and say Allahu Akbar and say come to Islam, become Muslim, you become our brothers. But they don't go into their masajid, they don't go into their community. And I know you don't like us asking them to get rid of their diseases, yeah. But they have a duty of care as Muslims to do that.
But, and how successful have you been so far?
Well, we haven't. So right now it's all ideas. We haven't set forth anything tangible to say.
I've been here for time, right, and I've been doing this work for time, and I've seen many different groups and so forth. And the only thing that people care about is power, right? And you have to get that power. You have to show organisation amongst your group and get power. Because when you're critiquing people, who you're critiquing? You're critiquing those in the highest. You're critiquing like the sheikh, the royal family, this kind of stuff. People who's actually got their power in it. So if you want to have an opinion, you have to get that structure and get there so you can have those institutes. But people at the low economic ladder, no one cares. Yeah? So that's what I'm saying. You have to be organised amongst yourselves, isn't it? And when you're up there, you get the platform. Yeah? You can't keep on expecting that someone who benefits from you being low is going to change their mind. That's going to happen. Look, every time black Muslims talk about this, there's never a non-black Muslim jump. Well, there is a few, but you're never going to get the prominent speakers jumping and going, bam, you're right. You know what I mean? Never. Yeah, so that it's been done. It's been done. Do for yourself.
Listen,
I'm giving you
to add what Raven just said, I have approached, I've approached Muslims that are known in this path, with the intention of finding allies, man. That's it, bro. Like we all have the same up ultimately, yeah. Because in Arabia, the Bengali gets treated like dirt as well. The Somali gets treated worse, cool, but the Bengali gets treated like dirt as well. So I'm here to find allies ultimately, and I've tried to approach people, man. I've tried to approach people, and no non-black Muslim has ever said anything sensible. And even black Muslims, a lot of them don't say a lot of things that are sensible. So ultimately, I'm here to find allies, yeah? And if you see the disease that I see, and if you're willing to fight the disease that I see, and I'm telling you, if you're not a Muslim and you're trying to fight the disease, you are fighting it without your greatest tool. You are fighting it without your greatest weapon, and that is the Quran and the Sunnah, yeah? And I'm here to tell all the people in Jamaica, all my brothers them, in the Dominican, all my brothers them in Antigua, in Suriname, all over the continent of America, from Colombia to Georgia. I'm here to tell all my people them that not only do they steal your name, not only do they steal your tribe and your village, they stole your deen from you as well. Because before you came to America, before you came to the Caribbean, you were Muslim. And I know this facts because Mansa Musa, yeah, was the richest man that ever lived. Mansa Musa was literally Bill Gates squared. You understand me? He was Bill Gates squared. Right? And he was a black man.
Yes.
He was an African man.
Teach.
And alhamdulillah, he was a Muslim. And me, alhamdulillah, I'm a Muslim. And I'm here to action the Quran and the Sunnah. I'm here to action it. And the way you do it is by following the example of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
You know they say, charity begins at home, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, there's a global epidemic between Muslims and non-Muslims,
Yes.
yeah? When it comes to racism.
Yes.
But what about inter-African racism? The divide between East and West.
So this exists, absolutely. This is a huge problem. For example, me as a Somali, I know what we did to the Bantu. Yeah, I know what we did to my brother that looks like you in it. I know what we did to them. Yeah, to the Bantus in Somalia. That Clinton, please, 1 second. Clinton Bill Clinton airlifted 100,000 Bantu Somalis out of Somalia because they're not, please, sorry. I'm trying to talk, innit?
See, that's it. That's
the all the minor tribes, even Somalis, they were persecuted, not just the Bantu.
So, okay, brother, one second. I'm the Saq. I know what one, bro. I'm not making this up. The Bantu were airlifted out of Somalia by Bill Clinton in the 1990s because, and according to the United Nations, the Bantu Somali were the most persecuted people on the planet. In the whole world. And I've been to Somalia and I've seen with my own 2 eyes how we treat the white man, how we treat the white woman. We treat them like kings and queens.
What white woman?
Subhanallah, bro. Wallahi, I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. They don't live there, they come to visit. They come to see at Las Cal, for example. Yeah, there's plenty of white people.
Tourism.
Cool. And I've seen how they get treated. I see how they get treated.
Brother, you see the white woman, yeah? Does she get the white woman that's a tourist? Does she get treated the same as you when you go back to Somalia?
Of course.
How do you know? You're big, brother. Okay, I'm gonna speak from me as a Western African. When I go back to Ghana, and I go to businesses, the businesses are the business. Brother, we're African, innit? And we both suffer from the same symptoms.
And you want to talk about dividing?
Bro, it's a joke.
Come on, bro. What are you, man, on a joke? You know what? Scratch that. Listen, Muslims, are Morpheus. This is your red pill, blue pill moment, innit? You either wake the fuck up or get out of my way. You either benefit from this, but all you contribute, but you don't get in the way. Do not get in the way. Simple as that. And wallahi, if you get in the way, I'm here to run you over. Simple. I don't care if you're black, brown, I don't care if you're Muslim, non-Muslim, I don't care if you're Jewish, I don't give a damn. If you're in the way of me uplifting my brother, of me uplifting my sister, wallahi, I'm here to run you over. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. And if you're with me, you're with me. Wallahi, if you're with me, I don't care if you call yourself Muslim or not. If you're with me, you're with the side of the righteous, and you are a better Muslim than half the Muslims in this park. Wallahi, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say that. Hear my voice break. I'm not acting here, boy. I'm not acting. This is the truth. And you can call me number 34 Paul Pierce because I'm the fucking truth, boy. You understand me? I'm not here to do any propaganda. I'm not here to do no PR. I'm not here to make the Muslim look good. Simple as that. I'm not here for that, bro. Because the Quran and the Sunnah is the only thing that is perfect in this world. The Muslim is not. The butcher, the mechanic, the barber, the fake sheikh, the fake Malik, the fake Sultan that came before him. Because I know what the Turkish man did as well, bro. I'm here to call out all my ops then, bro. Fuck it. I'm here to call out all the ops. You know what? To all my brothers and sisters in the struggle, our gold is in the Bank of England, And today, we come from our local brother on the block in Peckham, in Harlesden, in Brixton, in Tottenham. Today, we come for our brothers on the block in it, Tomorrow, we come for the Bank of England, The day after that, we come for the Tower of London. When we take London, we will take Paris. When we take Paris, we will take Amsterdam. When we take Amsterdam, we will take Rome. When we take Rome, we will take Istanbul. Because I know what the European did, the Northern European, the Southern European. I know what the Turk did. I know what the Indo-Aryan did. I know how the Indo-Aryan invented this thing we call racism. This thing we call white supremacy. It does not come from Europe. Let's stop calling it white supremacy, because we're giving the white man too much credit in it. Simple. The white man never invented nothing, and he definitely never invented racism. It comes from the continent of India. It comes from the caste system that is from India. I'm here to call out the bullshit, brothers and sisters. I'm here to call out the bullshit. And I'm here to tell you that one day we will liberate Africa. Both South Africa, North Africa, East Africa. And understand something, Arabia is East Africa. And the Arab forgot he's an African. The Arab forgot he's either a North African or an East African. Because I do not go by European maps. I go by our maps. And when Musa alayhi salam, when his people them left Palestine and they went to Egypt, and then when they left Egypt and they went to Arabia, they went from Africa to Africa to Africa. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. Yeah? And to the Arab, you are an African. To me, you are black, yes, because these are our umbrella terms that encompass all of the thousands of tribes of Africa. But you do not identify as black, nor are you identified as black. Much more important.
That's not even totally true, bro. Because there is a distinction of Arabs right now, and there's the lighter skinned ones. There are lighter skinned that.
But do they identify as black?
Bro, whether they want to or not, they are black, brother.
Yes,
if you go to Saudi, you've got the Falata tribe, yeah?
The ones that look like you?
They look like me. The ones that look like Kelbani and that. They have, look, see, they have that. That's what I'm saying. Look, we have an issue inter-African. Amongst ourselves, yeah? We have an issue of how we identify with each other, yeah? Some man want to call it coonish. I don't really like that word, yeah? But some people have gone through some mental condition or mental brainwashing, if you like, yeah? They believe by going by other people's standards and other people's standards of beauty and intelligence and that sort of thing, that it makes them more distinguished than that, bro. The original Arabs, if you go back to the pre-Islamic poetry, bro, they boast about themselves being black. You need to read Al-Jahid, his book, yeah, about the virtues of the people of Sudan and Habasha. You got plenty of ahadith in there, yeah, indicating that the original Arabs, yeah, or even the companions of the Messenger of Allah, many of them were black.
Content of heritage from your melanin. Man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. Listen! COE! Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky YG. I just listen to COE! Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky Magic. Man, just listen to COE! Man, just listen to COE! Man, just listen to COE! If you see me in COE! Cause we don't have COE! Man, don't even know BBC.
And when I asked him what name he chose, like, in my head I'm still now, I'm trying to get him in the COE.
Sorry, mommy, I'm lying.
Why? Because the story was so emotional and it's out there. Like that.